Well, farmers who don't fit certain requirements from traditional lenders end up pulling from a variety of sources to gain enough collateral to make operating purchases. Fortunately, FarmOp Capital provides a modern approach to arranging loans. And joining us once again to review their holistic review to financing is CEO Bill York. And Bill, thanks for sitting down with us once again. We had a nice chat this morning. We're going to sort of follow up on that. Some news broke this morning that they dropped interest rates once again, as something we all look at when we take out loans. Tell us what is yours. We know it's a question folks have.
Yeah, our interest rate is competitive, but our rate varies depending on the customer, their individual situation, and the advance rate that we're going to provide. We're really competitive, especially when you consider that we advance up to 100% of their operating cost needs, which compares to 50 to 60% with a traditional lender. So when we look at the overall operating cost, financing cost structure, the advance rate from their lender helps make that more efficient. Other borrowers that get less than they need 100% have to fill that up with less efficient funding sources. So when we look at the operating funding cost structure, the advance rate really puts our customers in a strong position.
Something that I've heard you say before is that there's more to operating loans than the interest rate. Will you touch on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Operating loans provide access to the inputs, the tools that you need to put a crop in. So an operating loan should provide the negotiating room to compete for all inputs. The advance rate is critical, how much you advance, the timing of the advance. So we look at making loans available as early as the fall for the next crop year so that they can be efficient in negotiating all of their inputs from supplies to rents and put them in a position to execute on their prescription.
You touched on this, and those are a lot of details. Talk just briefly about the negotiating power and timing, of course, how they run together.
Yeah, by having an early advance rate, a farmer can go to any of his input suppliers, his landlord, and discuss the rent, the level of rent, the level of inputs. Most suppliers are very happy to have a cash buyer, so they can negotiate to reduce the cost. And they're in a position so that they can optimize their operation, so they're not, anytime that they have to cut back, they're reducing their profitability, and they have a lender that's providing the funds that they need from the timing that they need. They're in a better position to be successful.
Now, if folks need to maybe dig out some more information, find some more details, hear what you're talking about, where could they find this information?
They can see us at farmop.com and see more about us and contact us, and we'd be glad to talk to you.
You know, a good question to cover here also real quick. Financing, is it available nationwide?
We're funding in 19 states in the Midwest.
Okay, so you'll have that information online
Absolutely,
as well.
yes.
All right, well, thank you very much for sitting down with us. We always appreciate your time. Again, talking with FarmOp Capital CEO Bill York, joining us here in studio.